Hi, welcome back to our series of Reading the Bible Daily in a Year with
Mari,
Les. Y aquí le continuamos in Psalms 45, verse 13, all the way to Psalms 48, stopping at verse 14. So aquí we're going to pick up where Mari left us yesterday. She was talking about the psalm being como una canción for a wedding, like a wedding song. So we're continuing the royal wedding song. So in this verse, it starts talking about the bride, and it describes her as this princess. How she's entering the palace with like this dress embroidered in puro oro, just like super fancy, super detailed. Y luego habla about the bridesmaids coming behind her and kind of being like, oh girl, you is tea. Y bueno, que después todos están celebrando, they're full of joy, mucha alegría. And then in the midst of this whole, like, the princess walking, the bride walking, it's also talking about how el nombre de the family line of this king is going to be blessed for the future. And the psalm is basically saying, like, the name of this king, of this family is going to be remembered for generations to come. Generations are going to talk about this king's glory. Okay, here we move to Psalms 46. Okay, so this psalm, kind of picture this. It's kind of like everybody's panicking because the world is falling apart. Mountains are shaking, oceans are going crazy, nations are fighting. Like, people are stressed in this psalm. But meanwhile, God is talking, right, in this psalm, and he's kind of telling them, like, why are y'all acting brand new? Do y'all not remember who I am? I got this. And then this psalm references a city, like a city donde ahí vive Dios. Que esta city is protected. And it doesn't tell us, right? But it's kind of understood that they're talking about Jerusalem. Y'all, and then one of the most famous quotes that we've heard from the Bible, it says, God is within her. She will not fall. Mari, I've seen this quote so much and I never knew what it meant or where it came from, but it's coming from this psalm and it's actually talking about a city. I always thought it was talking about a person, but no, it's talking about the city of Jerusalem where God lives. And it's telling us that while everybody is stressed, so everybody's panicking, people in this city, they're calm porque ellos saben que ahí vive Dios. Pues nos está explicando how nations are fighting, pero que cuando Dios habla, the earth literally melts, that everything quiets down. Y termina con otra famous quote. I really said, we are learning so much here because termina con esta quote, be still and know that I am God. I said, oh my goodness, now everything kind of makes sense. And the psalmist is not telling us like not to worry and just move on. No, that's not what it's telling us. Bueno, y básicamente todo este salmo no nos está diciendo just to chill and do nothing. No, it is telling us to be still, to trust God, that he's going to handle it, to give it to God. Y aquí nos vamos a Psalms 47. Okay, so Psalms 47 is basically a whole celebration because they're realizing that God is the king of the entire earth. The writer of the psalm is telling people, gente, clap your hands and shout because God, he is amazing and powerful. Este salmo da a entender que Dios ayudó a la gente a ganar batallas. Y ahora esta gente is all hyped up. They're saying, can't nobody do it like God. Like, he is our God. So they're worshiping and praising the Lord. Y este salmo nos está recordando that God reigns. He protects his people. And everybody should celebrate him. Everybody. I'm telling you, celebrate the Lord. It was a little short, pero aquí nos vamos a Psalms 48. Bueno, este salmo le continúa, talking about God's greatness. Y empieza con, great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. Y luego, y'all, it keeps reminding us of the city that is protected by God, which is Jerusalem. It's talking about how the city is just big and hermosa. Y luego is reminding us that the city is amazing and protected, but not because of the walls. The walls are not doing anything. It's reminding us that it's protected because of God, that in the middle of everything, ahí está Dios. And then it paints this picture saying how enemies want to conquer the city and they just pull up talking about like, yeah, we're going to take it over. Pero cuando llegan y ven que esta city está protected by God, they panic and they get scared. And the type of fear that these people feel is being compared to when a woman goes into labor. It says it is that kind of overwhelming fear where you can't stay calm anymore. And that people are standing there like, man, everything we had heard about this city, about their God, is true. Y luego habla de la gente que vive ahí en Jerusalem, how they start reflecting on God's love. And after seeing how God protects them, they're like, man, God, your name is so big that it reaches so many nations. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for having our back. We meditate in your unfailing love. Bueno, y luego el Salmo continúa hablando how people are kind of admiring the buildings, right? But it's actually reflecting on the fact that God keeps protecting them, protecting their city, their buildings. So they're not doing it to say like, mira que walls, mira que grandeza tenemos. No, it's more like, look at everything God is protecting because he loves us. Él va a ser nuestra guía from here till the very end. Y aquí, amigas, aquí terminamos. Mari, ¿qué vamos a repasar mañana?
yes, y'all. So tomorrow vamos a estar in Salmos 49, 50, and 51, stopping at verse 9.
Okay, amigas, so come back tomorrow para más Biblia and Vibes. Y no se les olvide traer su tecito
O cafecito.
Bye.
Bye.